If you're a photographer looking to go full-time with wedding photography, there's a few things that you should probably know before you get started. Stick with us in this episode of Photography 180. I'll give you 5 things that I think are at the top of that list. Welcome back to the series, everyone. Obviously, we're in a different location for this week's episode. We're enjoying a little bit of time away, but we always want to make sure we stay up to date on our episodes. So this episode is all about things that I think you should know before going full-time in wedding photography. There's a long list of items here. I'm going to pick 5 that I think are crucial. And of course, I urge you to continue to do more research before you take that major step. The first thing I'd like to talk about is the fact that it's just not about just photography. There are so many other things behind the scenes happening here that you need to be fully focused and aware of. Your business skills, your ability to sell yourself in your business, your marketing skills, accounting, finances, all those types of things, managing and understanding contracts. There's a lot of pieces to the puzzle here that if you put enough attention towards, you will last long in this industry. Now, of course, your art will develop over time, but you really need a strong foundation to build this brand off of. So consider all of those pieces before you think about just jumping in full time. Another thing that I cannot stress enough is the importance of a backup plan. Now, what I mean by that is, if you're just starting out and maybe you're light on gear, you only have one camera body, but you want to go ahead and start shooting weddings, there's nothing wrong with that. It takes time to save up to buy the gear that we've acquired. It's been years. We've been at this for over 10 years. But if you are going to go into a wedding, I strongly urge you to either find a friend who can allow you to borrow a second camera or go out and rent one for the weekend. Adorama has great rental programs, and there's other companies out there. Definitely go in and give yourself an opportunity that if your main camera body or your main camera fails on you, that you have a plan B, that you have another camera that you can shoot with, multiple lenses, backup batteries, and memory cards. These are all things that you just can't go in with one camera, one lens, and one memory card or whatever, one set of batteries. It's just not, you're really playing with fire. And so keeping in mind that take this as seriously as it deserves to be for a couple that's getting married. And to assist with this, you could also consider having a second shooter come along for those initial weddings, whether that's a service that your clients are paying for, or perhaps you're taking that out of your own pocket. It's going to give you another means of bettering your portfolio for that particular wedding, give you second angles. And again, if there were to be an unfortunate failure of equipment of some kind, maybe you could rely on your second shooter to help get you through that unfortunate event. But whether it's extra equipment or perhaps an extra set of hands, backup plans are crucial. Number 3 on the list is managing stress and emotions. And this kind of goes across the board, not just within yourself, but also with your clients and with the people that you're dealing with. So, it's important to know that in a day that's packed with emotionally charged, high stress types of moments, that you know how to handle those situations, both with your own body language as you're navigating through the day, and also, just managing the personalities that are all around you, the bridal party, the bride and groom, and keeping them happy and keeping them confident and feeling great about the day and the experience. So even when things go great or when things go not so great, keeping a smooth, calm, demeanor, and sort of, reassuring everyone that everyone's doing a great job, everything's going great, and it's just kind of keeping everything calm and happy and positive. Your body language, your verbiage that you use, it's all going to matter. So keep that in mind. Sometimes as we navigate through situations where we're not getting maybe the best results, always making it seem like the best things are happening, and you can always take a break and figure out what you need to figure out, but don't ever let your clients think that something might be wrong. And obviously, how you present yourself professionally is going to go a long way for referrals. Number 4 on the list is that editing takes way more time than the actual photos. I think in today's world, it is extremely important to leverage some of the amazing tools that are available to us, whether that's Aftershoot for culling and editing, color correction, or Evoto for retouching. You have to keep in mind that you've got to be always looking for ways that you can make your workflow more efficient. on the wedding day, you're going to be there for anywhere from 8 to 12 hours to cover a full day wedding, whatever it might be. You have to realize that beyond that, and this is something the client won't see, this is going to take you 30 to 40 hours of extra work going through all the other steps, whether it's backing up your files, organizing your files, culling and editing those files. There's still, even with AI and the amazing tools we have available, there's still a lot of time that goes into the full process of delivering and backing up and editing and all that stuff. So just keep in mind, it's not as easy as shooting and delivering, but using services like Aftershoot are definitely going to be life-changing. Evoto for retouching, it's just, leveraging the tools that we have available today will help get you through and get a really great workflow and deliver those photos quicker than ever. But there is a lot of work involved on that back end. Finally, we have building strong relationships with your clients. And this starts well before the wedding. As you meet with them for the first time, you get to know them a little bit. I always like to take time to get to know my clients as much as I can before they go ahead and move forward with our services. We want to make sure there's a great match, that there's a vibe, that they're going to feel comfortable around us. It's extremely important. And plus, I want to get to know them a little bit better, get to know a little bit more about what makes them tick, how they met as a couple, what their story is. This will all make the day more enjoyable. You'll be more connected to each other and everyone will feel more at ease. So really putting a lot of time and effort into getting to know your clients, and leveraging that relationship that you build all the way through to the wedding day and beyond, because we're in this for the long haul here. So when we book a wedding, we know that it's not just the wedding that we're looking to work with that couple with. We're looking to get involved with their maternity sessions and their family sessions and all that good stuff. So clients for life are what we like to think about it as, just trying to really find the right people that we vibe with and we can be a part of their lives, and it's a really special relationship that will continue to grow over the years. So ultimately there are many more things we could talk about here in this video, but when you think about jumping into this world of wedding photography, it's really not for everyone. You could love photography and realize that once you start shooting weddings, it's just not for you. And if this is something that you don't find happiness doing, it's definitely not the right industry to be in. So I encourage you to do your homework. Go ahead and trail some of your favorite wedding photographers, be an assistant, be a second shooter, get a feel for the taste of wedding photography before you go ahead and make that leap, because there are so many things beyond just taking the pictures on the wedding day that go into this, and you really must enjoy each part of the process, or at least feel comfortable with finding systems that will help you get through all those different components that are required to build a really strong business. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask down below. I know there's a lot more things we could talk about, and I hope this doesn't discourage you. Wedding photography is amazing. We've been at this full time since 2015, and it is the best decision I've ever made in my professional life. I started out as an IT guy. I'm here now being a part of the best day in my clients' lives, arguably, and so I wouldn't trade that for the world. And I hope you find that same happiness when it comes to doing something professionally. And so hope you enjoyed this episode. Look forward to seeing you guys again next week on Photography 180. Have a good one.